Our next story is from Ukraine. It has been 24 hours since Russia announced its retreat from Kherson. Moscow had said that the withdrawal was complete. Visuals from Kherson showing Ukrainian soldiers tearing down Russian billboards. What exactly is happening on the ground? Is the Russian retreat part of a larger plan? Our next report explores.
These images are from Kherson. What you see are locals tearing down a Russian billboard poster. Immediately after Russian forces retreated from the city, in another part of the city, a video shows soldiers taking down a Russian flag, as another soldier plants his country's flag instead. Similar visuals are emerging from all parts of the city, with Ukrainian soldiers waving their flag and chanting, "Glory to Ukraine."
The settlement of Klapaya, 28th Separate Mechanized Brigade, Kurds Unit. Now the settlement is freed. This is Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.
These images are striking. For Russia, they're humiliating at best. After laying control over the city in March and calling it a territory which was theirs forever, they have now withdrawn in the dark of the night. In fact, the Russian Defense Ministry says the withdrawal is now fully complete.
The transfer of Russian troop units to the left bank of the Dnipro River was completed at 5 a.m. Moscow time today. Not a single piece of military hardware was left on the right bank. All Russian service personnel crossed to the left bank of the Dnipro River. Units of the Russian armed forces have taken up tactical defensive lines and positions, organized in advance by military engineers. No loss of military personnel, weapons or material has been allowed to happen. All civilians wishing to leave the right bank part of Kherson region have been helped to evacuate.
The repeat is embarrassing, but Russia couldn't care less. It says their withdrawal from Kherson doesn't change the status of the region, that it still remains Russian territory.
Kherson is a subject of the Russian Federation. It is legally fixed and defined. There are no changes, and there can be no changes.
Back in Kyiv, the Ukrainian president doesn't agree. He's calling the Russian retreat a result of the heroism of Ukrainian forces.
At the peak of mine contamination in Ukraine, we had 300,000 square kilometers of territory dangerous to life. Today, thanks to the true heroism of Ukrainian sappers and pyrotechnicians, our rescuers, and everyone who helps them, we have managed to reduce the area of land contaminated by mines and ammunition. Now, about 170,000 square kilometers remain to be demined. In particular, it's also in the most difficult places, where hostilities are still ongoing, where the enemy will add landmines before its withdrawal, as it is now in Kherson, plus forests, plus a huge area of fields.
In other parts of Ukraine, some people are celebrating the retreat, but there are some others who are skeptical about it. They're wondering why Russia left the city in the first place. And if it did, was it part of a larger plan?
They are leaving Kherson, they are not leaving Kherson, they are simply withdrawing from their positions. When ours go there, Kherson will sink in the Dnipro. It's my opinion.
It is impossible to believe in this, that no one will give us anything back just like that. In addition, I have friends who have a friend in Kherson, and she said that there are even more Russian troops in Kherson.
Truth be told, their doubts are rooted in reality. Look at this report. Advancing Ukrainian troops in Kherson are facing challenges in the form of mines and booby traps. In fact, many officials say these obstacles could render Kherson a city of death. Whatever be the case, Russia's retreat from Kherson is a clear shift in momentum in this 9-month-old war. The chief of NATO says it shows that Moscow is under heavy pressure in Ukraine. What sort of pressure? Only the days ahead will tell.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.